Imagine a world where the very air we breathe disappears for just 5 seconds. What would happen? A thought-provoking journey exploring the impact of a brief oxygen absence. But before we dive in, don't forget to press the subscribe button and hit bell icon. Today, we're delving into the hypothetical scenario of the Earth losing its oxygen supply for a mere 5 seconds. Buckle up as we dissect the potential chain reactions and aftermath of such an unprecedented event. Immediate impact on humans. In the first 5 seconds, picture the entire world in a frenzy. Humans and beings reliant on every breath, now find themselves in a sudden absence of life-sustaining oxygen. Imagine the chaos that ensues in our bodies and minds during this fleeting moment without the ability to breathe. Physiologically, our bodies would spiral into disarray. Deprived of oxygen, our cells would plunge into chaos, lacking the essential support they need. It's like an internal storm wreaking havoc within us. And it's not just a physical struggle. Enter the mental battlefield. Picture the mental stress. Panic sets in, the fear of not getting air intensifies. It becomes a sudden, intense challenge to our very survival instincts. In those brief 5 seconds, it's a roller coaster ride of physiological chaos and psychological turmoil. Bodies grappling with the absence of life-sustaining air, minds immersed in panic, all because the air we usually take for granted disappears in an instant. It's a momentary suffocation that thrusts our entire existence into a chaotic whirlwind. Just envision the collective reaction in that split-second crisis, where the fundamental element we rely on, air, vanishes abruptly. The world plunged into a momentary crisis of survival instincts and the fragility of our dependence on the air we breathe. Atmospheric turbulence. Imagine this. The air around us suddenly loses its oxygen. What follows is like a ripple effect in the atmosphere. As the oxygen vanishes, the atmospheric pressure takes a nosedive. Now, this drop in pressure doesn't just go unnoticed, it kicks off a wild ride of turbulence in the weather. Picture it as a domino effect. One thing leads to another. Let's break it down. First, the disappearing oxygen messes with the atmospheric pressure. This, in turn, shakes up the usual calm weather patterns. Imagine the skies getting all stirred up, clouds swirling in confusion. It's like nature's own roller coaster ride. Now the domino effect comes into play. The turbulence in the weather creates a chain reaction. It's not just about clouds going haywire, it's about the entire planet feeling the impact. From winds picking up speed to unexpected shifts in temperature, the consequences are far-reaching. In a nutshell, the disappearance of oxygen sets off a chain of events that turns our planet into a chaotic playground. The atmosphere, once stable, is now a dynamic battleground of weather elements. It's a reminder of how intricately connected everything is in our world and how a small change can lead to a big impact. The vanishing ozone shield. A world without the shield of our ozone layer when oxygen disappears. The sun, now free from filtration, sends down its intense rays, posing a threat to life on Earth. This unfiltered gaze has implications for our skin, wildlife, and the delicate balance of biodiversity. Without the protective ozone layer, our skin becomes vulnerable to the sun's harsh rays. The potential harm is real: increased risk of sunburns, premature aging, and heightened chances of skin cancer. It's a direct impact on our well-being, a consequence of the sun's unbridled influence. Wildlife, too, bears the brunt of this unfiltered exposure. Species adapted to specific environmental conditions now face disruptions. The delicate balance of ecosystems is at risk as the sun's rays alter temperature patterns and impact the availability of resources. Creatures relying on stable conditions find themselves in a changing world. The intricate web of biodiversity weaves all living organisms together. With the ozone layer temporarily fading, this web faces strain. The interconnected relationships between species are at risk, potentially leading to imbalances that ripple through the entire ecosystem. Disruption in communication. A world without oxygen, where silence isn't just golden, it's the only option. In this scenario, sound waves, the messengers of communication, hit a dead end. Now let's dive into the repercussions of this silent phenomenon on technology, wildlife, and our everyday interactions. First up, technology takes a hit. Our devices, relying on sound signals and communication, suddenly find themselves in a mute mode. No beeps, no alerts, just a digital void. Imagine your phone, your smart home, and all those buzzing gadgets going eerily silent. Wildlife faces a unique challenge. Animals, birds, and insects heavily depend on sound for communication, navigation, and mating calls. In the absence of oxygen, this auditory blackout disrupts their entire communication network. The usual symphony of nature becomes a quiet, disconnected ballet. Human interaction enters uncharted territory. Without the hum of conversation, the world becomes a visual playground. Nonverbal cues take the spotlight, and gestures and expressions become the sole means of conveying messages. It's a silent dance of emotions and meanings. In a nutshell, the absence of oxygen isn't just about taking away the air we breathe. It's about robbing the world of its voice. Impact on combustion. Picture this. The element we often take for granted, oxygen, plays a pivotal role in the dance of flames and the roar of engines. When oxygen vanishes from the equation, flames lose their vibrant existence. These once fiery companions, fueled by the interaction of oxygen with a combustible substance, find themselves extinguished in a silent twist. No oxygen means no fiery spectacle, transforming the very nature of flames we're accustomed to. Engines, the powerhouses of our modern world, face a peculiar dilemma without oxygen. Combustion reactions, the driving force behind engines, rely on the intricate interplay between fuel and oxygen. With oxygen missing, engines are left in a state of suspended animation, unable to roar to life. Now let's unravel the unexpected twists in a world of fire. Combustion reactions, typically a fiery affair, take an unforeseen turn without the presence of oxygen. The chemistry of combustion, usually a well-choreographed dance, becomes a quiet and perplexing spectacle. Ecological ripple effect. Earth experiences a momentary loss of oxygen for just 5 seconds. This seemingly short time frame holds the potential to unleash a ripple effect across ecosystems, leaving no aspect untouched. Picture the impact on plant life, the green guardians of our planet. In these brief 5 seconds, the lack of oxygen disrupts their essential life processes. Photosynthesis, the driving force behind their growth, comes to a sudden halt. Witness the immediate and profound consequences as the delicate balance of the botanical world is momentarily thrown into disarray. Now shift your gaze to underwater habitats, the mysterious realms beneath the surface. Marine life dependent on the oxygen dissolved in water faces a sudden challenge. The aquatic ballet, where species coexist in harmony, experiences a momentary interruption. The delicate equilibrium of underwater ecosystems is temporarily disrupted, sending ripples through the depths. Consider the broader impact on Earth's delicate balance. Ecosystems are intricately interconnected, and the loss of oxygen for just 5 seconds creates a domino effect. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest creatures, each component plays a vital role in maintaining the planet's equilibrium. In this brief but profound moment, the interconnected web of life on Earth experiences a pause, offering a glimpse into the fragility of our delicate balance. As we wrap up this extraordinary exploration, consider the fragility of our existence and the intricate web connecting every aspect of our planet. The hypothetical loss of oxygen for just 5 seconds unveils a tapestry of interdependence, resilience, and the marvels of our world. Remember, this journey into the hypothetical is a reminder of the wonders and mysteries that surround us. If you enjoyed this expedition into the unknown, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more thought-provoking adventures.